Western China, May 21st, 1992. An underground nuclear explosion on the Lop Nor test range sends shockwaves through the Earth. The event is recorded by U.S. government seismometers, which reveal unexpected geological anomalies under the Earth just north of Anchorage, Alaska. 6 months later, a U.S. Army counterintelligence officer stationed at nearby Fort Richardson, Douglas Muchler, sees a local news report that claims these underground scans had detected a colossal pyramid structure 50 miles southwest of Mount McKinley. Muchler contacts the station to find out more. But mysteriously, they tell him no further information is available.
There has been talk that there's a pyramid up in Alaska, but nobody seems to be investigating that. Maybe because it's so remote, or maybe they have investigated it and they just don't want to tell us about it.
Frustrated by the lack of information, Sergeant Muchler contacts journalist Linda Moulton Howe, who reaches out across her network, searching for anyone that could shed light on the Alaska Pyramid story. Soon after, she receives a response from a man who requests to remain anonymous. He claims his father was an engineer who got a first-hand look at the secret pyramid.
His father had had a Navy career and then was asked to continue to work in Alaska on a very special project that involved something underground that put out a lot of energy. There were mining shaft elevators on the surface. He would go down to the base of a huge underground pyramid. His work was to try to understand how this was giving off what they estimated was a gigantic amount of energy. But he never would talk because this was a government secret.
There is no doubt in my mind that there is a cover-up going on and that something was found there in Alaska. I think the reason why it's been covered up is that we would have to completely rewrite the science of human origins, the concept that at one point there was a global industrialized civilization that had reached a technology that is in fact superior to our own, because we cannot easily build pyramids like this today.
Could it be, as some ancient astronaut theorists suggest, that the United States government is hiding the Alaskan pyramid until they can fully comprehend and harness its power? Perhaps the answer can be found 4,400 miles away. Central China, 1945. While transporting supplies from India, U.S. Army Air Corps pilot James Gaussman spots a mysterious structure that becomes known as the Great White Pyramid.
One of the most unusual stories of pyramids came out of World War II. The story is of an American pilot who was flying the Burma Hump over to Chongqing in central China. And what he claimed he saw was a huge pyramid in the valley with a gigantic crystal capstone on the top of it.
Two years later, the New York Times reported that Colonel Maurice Sheehan, another American aviator flying over central China, spotted a 1,000-foot-high pyramid in the same area. Since then, many more pyramidal structures have been discovered throughout the region, some of them covered in vegetation, seemingly camouflaged to look like natural formations. But the Chinese government denies that there are any pyramids in China at all, claiming that any structures resembling pyramids are actually burial mounds from the Han Dynasty.
There are a number of large pyramids in central China, but the Chinese government has gone out of their way to try to dismiss the idea that these mounds are pyramids.
Still to this day, the subject of the Chinese pyramids is very rarely discussed. However, you can go on Google Earth and you can see the pyramids of the Zhan province for yourself by just zooming in on this area. But the Chinese government does not want you to go in this area. It is declared off limits to everyone except for the local peasant farmers in that region. What are they hiding?